Hello Internet, Zafe here. Devil May Cry 5 is exactly what a lot of fans desire, abandoning the 2013 DMC reboot and returning to the original Devil May Cry's brilliantly witty and entertaining characters. The core gameplay is phenomenal and really hard to put down. Even more depth has been added to the original characters, whilst we're also offered a completely new character, V, who has an incredibly unique playstyle that is fresh air for the series. I'm happy to say you've got to really scrape the bottom of the barrel to find much negative to say about this one. Devil May Cry 5 initiates with an absolutely explosive start. It's Capcom's way of letting you know the real Devil May Cry is back in business, bigger and better than ever before. 5 years after Devil May Cry 4, both Dante and Nero are running their own devil hunting agencies. An all-new threat in the form of a giant demonic tree is growing and destroying the city of Redgrave. Devil May Cry 5 starts with our usual demon hunters on their way to clean up Redgrave City with the help of the newcomer V.
Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry 5 is brought to the latest generation of graphics for fantastically sharp visuals. The desolate Redgrave City is littered with abandoned ambulances and human remains, showing the depth of Redgrave's crisis and struggle, while the demonic tree itself hosts a more hideous, monstrous location, both the perfect grounds for slaughtering hordes of demons. Speaking of demons, there's loads of familiar enemies for Devil May Cry veterans, as well as all new ones that look more hideously detailed than ever before, and nothing beats clobbering and chopping up demons to one of the best gaming soundtracks you'll have heard for a while, with a unique mix of metal, rock, and electronic music. For all the great visuals and special effects, the game runs surprisingly smooth, with the exception of a little slowdown in certain areas, which turns out is actually a lighting bug that'll hopefully be patched out soon. Whilst telling what might be the most pivotal and critical story to the series yet, there's still time for loads of personality, wit and entertainment with the DMC cast. Capcom knows how to have fun. Nico, your supporting mechanic, is a really likeable new character with high energy and her own goofy moments. Not to mention there's hours of cutscenes stitching gameplay and stages together, and they're an absolute cinematic treat that'll often leave players at the edge of their seat in awe, while a lot of the references to the previous Devil May Cry games and even the short anime series will leave a little smile on the faces of veterans. Devil May Cry 5 might just be the new king of action-based hack and slash, with gameplay that's been refined and constantly evolving since 2001. Slaughtering demons stylishly is how you fill your returning style meter. Dodging enemy attacks is critical to maintaining style. A lot of combos are performed by precisely delaying the flow of your attacks, or manipulating directional controls. It's really important to keep changing up your combos and fighting style to keep that style meter high. It feels absolutely incredible being blasted by epic music, trying to reach those high style levels, and it's visually spectacular seeing different combos and styles weaved together to mash up demons. Everything works together amazingly. There's a perfect synergy between visuals, music and gameplay. There's so much more depth and options than ever before, making this a true evolution for the series. Albeit, navigating the various stages is a tiny bit more linear than previous Devil May Cry games, but as a positive, there's less getting lost and less puzzles, meaning more time spent focused on the real gameplay, which is the combat. Our returning Devil Hunters Nero and Dante return with a lot of their previous movesets and abilities. It's a case of don't fix what's not broken, but there's also a lot of new depth to the already detailed systems, through outrageous new weapons and abilities. A new personal favourite is Dante's new demonic motorcycle that can split up into twin chainsaws. A real slow hitter, but you can feel the weight behind its wide arcing attacks. Then there's a newcomer V, whom offers a completely new and unique playstyle to the series. With V you'll also be standing back and attacking with 3 different demonic pets at once. Each pet has different abilities and combos, making micromanaging them all efficiently at once require a lot of skill. Boss battles are a real thrill, putting everything you've learned to the test. Devil May Cry 5 has more bosses than any other game in the series. Almost every single stage features a major boss, which is fantastic. These aren't measly mini-bosses to be taken lightly, they're all fully fleshed out bosses that require different strategies and styles to overcome. I'll not be going too much into detail about these bosses, as I think a lot of them are best left as a surprise. Sadly, the addition of being able to resurrect yourself after death with both red orbs and the abundance of golden orbs takes a little bit of the challenge and excitement away this time. The biggest unexpected surprise is the addition of online play. Don't worry, it doesn't interfere with your single player experience very much, but players can make guest appearances in other players' games, sometimes helping them out a little. Players can see each other's current style levels, so you'll be even more motivated to maintain those high style meters so you can show off in front of other players. The main story is about 10 hours long with a very strong offering of replayability. Even as a Devil May Cry veteran, after my first playthrough and watching other players' gameplay, I was still discovering new tricks that I never even knew existed. As usual, you can unlock harder difficulties and new modes by beating the game, starting with Son of Sparda, which offers tougher enemies and completely different monster layouts. Gameplay is so addictively good, you'll find yourself unable to resist multiple playthroughs, and you'll not earn enough of the currency, red orbs, to purchase every ability or skill in a single playthrough. Also, Heaven or Hell mode is fantastically fun once earned, where both you and all enemies will die in one hit. This side activity, the Bloody Palace, has become a staple for the Devil May Cry series, featuring various floors of different demon layouts to slaughter your way through, yet regretfully it's not present here, but promised as a free content update in April. As a payoff, at least it's free, and we're being promised the biggest Bloody Palace ever. There's quite a lot of small pieces of content locked behind purchasing the digital deluxe edition of Devil May Cry 5, and both health bars and red orbs, which are used to purchase upgrades and new abilities, are also being sold for cash. These pay-to-win elements are the weakest part of Devil May Cry, and I'd recommend trying to ignore their existence and going with the natural progression of the game. That said, Devil May Cry 5 is the quintessential modern-day hack-and-slash action experience, and if you've been following the Devil May Cry series story, this next part will have you at the edge of your seat. You want a reason to buy and play Devil May Cry 5? Excluding remasters or re-releases, Devil May Cry 5 has earned itself the highest ever score I've given out, along with my first ever legendary stamp. If you've enjoyed Devil May Cry in the past, go out now and pick up a copy of this game. You're gonna enjoy yourself. That's it for now. Are you enjoying Devil May Cry 5? Why not post a comment on how you found the game? I do read all the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, hit the like button or smash that subscribe button to see my other gaming related news and content. Bye for now.